Dustin here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports, and welcome to the official afternoon live stream here. We got a Wednesday slate of games for everybody. I don't know, Dustin. We're gonna jump right in, right? We're not gonna waste too much time. Dustin, how you doing? You're good. No one cares. You put out a thread today. You just copied and pasted out the internet. Nobody cares. But hey, guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day so far. If you guys could please go ahead and hit the like button, we would greatly appreciate it. Also, if this is your first time stumbling upon the channel, welcome. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so whenever we do go live or post content, you get notified first. But you guys, we're going to jump directly over to PrizePicks, utilizing the PrizePicks Optimizer here at DGF, building out or fixating on 5 and 6 flex slips because those are the two best slip types that PrizePicks offers. We got some really good plays on the board currently. Dustin has the PrizePicks Optimizer pulled up. We already asked Dustin how he's doing. So, Dustin, let's go ahead and dive in and start building out some slips.
Sounds good. Yeah,
Am I echoing?
Yeah, you just started echoing. I don't know what it was.
Oh, holy crap. My mic is... What? Hold on.
You sound better now, I think.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's in my hand. Hold on. You can go. Go ahead.
Well, all right. Let's go ahead and go ahead. Scotty Barnes, under 42.5 fantasy score, guys. As you guys can see here, set to 42.5 on PrizePicks. But if DraftKings and BetMGM were to have a fantasy score market, they would be setting this projection a little bit lower. Thus,
okay, am I better?
Say it again. Talking.
Am I echoing? Can you hear me? Mike, can you guys hear me? Am I echoing?
It's better.
Okay.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes, average odds on or average fantasy score set on the sportsbooks would be about 40.7, so off by about 1.8. So we're gonna start off with Scotty Barnes under 42.5 fantasy score.
Love it.
Just below that, Karl-Anthony Towns. Cat. Big cat.
Meow.
I just typed in KAT in the PrizePicks search bar. That's not going to work.
Gotta do Carl.
Yeah. Under 12.5 rebounds plus assists. Set to 11.5 on most sports books. Minus 146 on. Let's just go.
Yeah. Go then. We'll talk. Yeah.
Go.
All right. So let's add in Scotty. Let's add in Karl-Anthony Towns under 12.5 rebounds and assists. Let's add in Franz Wagner under 9 rebounds plus assists. Let's go ahead and take Matthew Tkachuk under 3.5 shots on goal. And then we can add in Mikal Bridges under 38.5 fantasy score. And that is a 5 flex. And then we can talk about it. Normally, I do what you were doing and go through and talk way too much. And then we miss plays. And I don't want to do that. So I'm learning from my mistake, not what you were doing wrong, just to be clear.
Yeah, so I went ahead and got that. I'm going to go ahead and put it into the chat too, so that way everybody can get this.
Put it in the chat. What's up, everybody? Hey, Fix Your Mic said Chrome. I did, Chris. Thank you. Info hits hard.
Boom. It's into the chat. Yeah, but TJ, you're right. We can always come back and talk about it,
yeah,
right?
Now let's come back and talk
so
about it.
So now we can go ahead and do that. We got the plays in. Now let's talk about why these are good plays, because that's what we're here to do, guys. Teach, not only give up free plays, kind of give you guys free reign of the optimizer for a little bit, but to teach why these are good plays, because it's really important whenever you are when you have the tool yourself and you're placing these bets, to go ahead and use this information the correct way and get these plus EV plays in the correct slip types, of course, which is also what we mentioned. But anyways, like I was mentioning, Karl-Anthony Towns under 12.5 rebounds plus assists, set to 11.5 on majority of the sports books. The one sports book, FanDuel, that has this set to 12.5 has this juiced on the under of minus 146. So minus 146 play on FanDuel, but we get it at minus 119 in a PrizePicks 5 flex, which we just got that in. Franz Wagner.
Franz.
I'm actually going to the Magic game on Friday night.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
That's kind of fire. Keep
good.
going.
Yeah.
No. Go ahead.
He's set to 9. He's set to 9 on PrizePicks. 9.5 on FanDuel, but 8.5 on all the other sportsbooks. Basically the same exact thing we just talked about with Cat. Besides, we're getting it 0.5 rather than just 1 full rebound assist. So still good value. Set to 9.5 on FanDuel, minus 162. We get it at 9. Still a really solid play. I don't want to say it. Say his last name, Matthew.
Kachuk. No T. The T is non-existent.
Yeah, Kachuk.
It is silent.
Kachuk. All right, yeah. That's good. That's actually a good way to put it. Matthew Kachuk, under 3.5 shots on goal. Set to 3.5 across all the sportsbooks, so no discrepancy as far as that goes. But the odds is what we're looking at here. Minus 142 average odds to go under. Once again, key is that we're getting this at minus 119. So that's where we're getting some value. Being able to play it on a set payout platform like PrizePicks that is not changing the payout based on money coming in or anything like that, like these sports books are. We are going to get it at a better number, a better bang for our buck. And then Mikal Bridges, same exact thing as Scotty Barnes. If these sportsbooks had fantasy score markets, they would be much lower than what PrizePicks has that. So PrizePicks seems to be a little bit too aggressive. So we hit the under there.
Dustin, let's build out. Let's build out one more slip.
Oh, I
Give
just
the auto a
refreshed.
quick
Yeah,
refresh.
wow.
Yeah. So let's throw in Zach Collins under fantasy score. Again, same thing like Dustin just mentioned. None of these sports books actually have the market, guys, but it looks like based on where I'll go through it after. Zach, see, I was just gonna do it after I just told you not to. Zach Collins under 24 fantasy score. Let's add that. Let's add in Max Shulga over 4.5 rebounds. That looks fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Let's throw in Aaron Gordon under 10 rebounds plus assists. Let's take Eric Cernick under 1.5 block shots. And then let's add a push prop in there again. Let's throw in Kyrie Irving over 4 rebounds. And that overall slip is going to be plus EV still.
Cernak was over or under? I'm sorry.
Cernak was an under 1.5 block shots.
Okay. And then Irving
and then
was
Kyrie
over
was over 4 rebounds. Yeah. So, guys, basically, I'll just give a somewhat more condensed version of what Dustin just did, seeing as it's essentially all the same stuff. But Zach Collins, obviously, fantasy scores. These sports books don't have a fantasy score market, but they do have the individual props needed to make up a fantasy score. So what we do is take all the near even lines on the back end and compute what these sports books would actually list a player's fantasy score over on PrizePicks, Underdog, etc. And we can see here that PrizePicks' projection right now on Zach Collins is over under set to 24. But given that information from DraftKings and BetMGM, it looks like DraftKings is a little bit too aggressive with their 24 projections. So we're going to take the under 24. DraftKings would have this set right around 21.5, BetMGM around 23.3. So even if we take that middle, that average is around 22.5. We're getting this 1.5 higher on PrizePicks. So we're going to go ahead and take that under. We got Max Shulga over 4.5 rebounds, direct match to multiple sports books with heavy juice on the over. FanDuel at minus 154, DraftKings at minus 150, Caesars at minus 152. And again, in a 5 flex slip on PrizePicks, because it is a fixed payout platform, they don't alter their payouts. We're getting each leg at minus 119 odds. The average sportsbook, the average sportsbook odds on Max Shulga to go over 4.5 rebounds, based on the sportsbook information and the odds that they actually have for this player prop, is minus 145. So we're getting a much better bang for our buck here playing this on PrizePicks opposed to one of these sportsbooks. Same thing with Aaron Gordon on the under 10. Took the under 10 rebounds plus assists. FanDuel set to 10.5. Heavy juice on that under. 3 other books set to 9.5. Fliff actually has pretty good odds on the under, minus 135. And it looks like Caesars with that minus 111 has just about that near even line set to 9.5. And we're getting 0.5 higher over on PrizePicks. So we're taking the under 10. We got Cernak, again, same thing there with Shulga, and same thing with Kyrie Irving for Aaron Gordon. A bunch of books right now have this set to either 3.5 or 4.5. 4.5 slight juice on the under, 3.5 heavy juice on the over. So a really good push prop, but more likely that he goes over for or pushes or hits than he is to go under. So a really strong 5 flex there. And guys, when you're building out these 5 and 6 flex slips over on PrizePicks, when we talk about needing 54.3% odds, right? That's the fair odds percent that you need in a 5 flex slip. Now, that is the individual hit rate that we need to hit our individual props inside our flex slips on PrizePicks to remain profitable in the long run. So just because we're playing plays that are 54.2, 54.2, that doesn't mean that this slip is negative EV, because we have a couple plays that are much higher. Speaking of that Zach Collins play at 55.1 and that Max Shulga play at 54.9, the total slip is still plus EV, even though we're dipping below that threshold. So you can go below that 54.3 mark as long as the other legs in your slip are a little bit higher to kind of counteract that lower play that's below and technically minus EV. It's not a plus EV individual prop, but in that slip in total, it is plus EV.
Yeah. Well done. And TJ, I mean, if people ever want to do it and they just can't look at it and see that that's going to be above 54.3, there's calculators on the internet that you can put in all these percentages. Obviously not optimal for whenever you're trying to be quick and get these plays in before they bump. But if you throw it in there and then you go over to a calculator, and you enter it in on PrizePicks, go over to a calculator, put those percentages in, and if it's minus EV, you can go ahead and cancel it if you really wanted to. You have 5 minutes to do that. I do want to say, while you were talking, I refreshed Max Shulga. The over 4.5 rebounds shot to the top of the optimizer because Bovada has actually came up from minus 130, I think they had, to minus 150, closer to matching FanDuel, DraftKings, Caesars. So it became 55.51%. I'm assuming BetOnline is going to come up a little bit as well. But yeah, I mean, of course, guys, that makes us feel even more confident. Obviously, it's a high percent odds to hit, but just having multiple sports books all on the same page just further increases your confidence whenever you see them more closer to each other, rather than having one higher, one lower, but still the average. Obviously, the more that are in agreement, the better. Yeah, so that's awesome. Let's go. That was 2 quick, good slips here on PrizePicks.
Quick, efficiently built out PrizePicks slips where we went afterwards and talked about why we should be playing them. I mean,
people like that.
Real quick, pat on the back for us for not going through, because hypothetically, Dustin, if we did go through play-by-play and we got to Max Shulga, we 100% wouldn't have got that entered, wouldn't have got it into the chat. People wouldn't have been able to tail. And I do see that Shulga just bumped and people were able to get it in prior to him getting bumped. So that's big.
Yep, I tossed that in while you were on the rant. I didn't want to cut you off and let people know. So hopefully they were able to see that.
They
pop
saw,
in the chat.
they know.
They know. Although, TJ, I might stop throwing the links in the chat just because there's 100 people in here and there's 10 likes. Like, what the hell is that?
I mean, guys, like, you know the deal. You got to come in. You got to smash that like button. You know, if we get to a bunch of likes, we'll give stuff away. Correlation slips. Dustin will give away money. You guys know you got to come in, hit the like button. And when that happens and we see a bunch of likes, it's like, oh shit, people are getting serious. Dustin might start throwing around hundreds. I don't know. Kid's been on fire lately. So all you got to do is hit the like button when you come in, and you know we'll give you guys some goodies, courtesy of Dustin.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, let's. No, you don't get to say anything. All right, let's. There isn't much on Underdog.
No.
Yeah, there are a couple good middle opportunities. Between JockMKT and UD, like we could go out and build. No, bad. They all in different teams. They all are in different teams. I'm assuming. Hold on. No, it's an over and an under. Yeah. Is Badass Gaming playing Fluffy Aimers?
Yeah, off the top of my head, TJ, I don't really know. I'd have to.
You don't know the schedule for tonight? Yeah, they are. No,
but...
they're not. Badass Gamers is playing Evil EG. I'm assuming that's Evil Geniuses.
Bunch of wagons. 42 likes now. Let's go.
Love that. Yeah, because they want your money. So we could, guys, the best way to go about these plays on top of the Underdog Optimizer would be to go to the middling tool. And basically the middling tool compares DFS apps to DFS apps and helps us find discrepancies that way. But you guys can see here, based off the optimizer, I'm assuming Dusty still have that up, and that's totally fine. Both work, but the middling tool is just a little bit easier when you're trying to middle. You see Heavy God up here on the UD Opto, currently set to 33.5 on Underdog. He's at 30.5 on JockMKT. So that means we have a 3-kill difference between JockMKT and Underdog. So what we would want to do in this case is try to middle that projection, because obviously when we have a player like Heavy God or just anybody in general at CSGO, they're more likely to middle than you think. This player isn't going to go out and get 2 kills. He's not going to go out and get 100 kills, right? He's going to finish somewhere in that realm. It could be 22, it could be 38, but more often than not, we do see that middle happen. So if we were to go over to JockMKT, we'd want to take his over 30.5. If we were to play this on Underdog, we'd want to take his under 33.5. If he finishes at 31, 32, or 33, we have a profitable player prop on 2 different DFS apps. So what I would be doing in this case is I would be taking Heavy God under 33.5, Shane under 26, Jason over 28 on Underdog. I would then turn around, go to JockMKT, make sure those plays are still up there. I would take Heavy God over 30.5, Shane over 24, and Jason under 30 over on JockMKT. So hopefully you guys understand that and get it. Dustin, if we want to do that, we definitely can.
I'm pulling up JockMKT right now to see if they are available.
Make sure those are still available, because fuck it, I'm going to do this live. I'm going to take Heavy God under 33.5.
Heavy God is actually at 33 now on JockMKT.
So scratch that. But you guys understand the concept. That's at least what I wanted to get across to you guys. I hope that you guys understand the concept.
Yes.
But Dustin, let's go ahead. Let's head over to ParlayPlay. because there's definitely a bunch of ParlayPlay value right now, especially building out 6-leg insured slips. Guys, ParlayPlay has moved around some of their payout structures, but just know that their 6-man insured slip is the same exact payout as PrizePicks. So that's what we're looking for there. Dustin, are we having website issues right now?
Yeah, a second ago I was struggling a little bit.
Okay,
but I was able to load back up. Yeah, while you were talking about the middling,
Yeah.
I just thought that you had Opto Premium and I didn't, or
Well,
I
do have
fired
have
midstream.
Opto. Yeah, I do have Opto Premium. No, if you got fired midstream, I'd let you know right here, right now.
Oh, buddy, that'd be embarrassing.
So let's go ahead and click off ParlayPlay 6 picks, and let's see what we have. Let's see if we can build out a slip. We definitely can. We have plays viable. I wish that one of those Aiden O'Connell and Josh Jacobs, one was an over, one was an under. Let's go ahead and head to ParlayPlay. Guys, if you haven't downloaded ParlayPlay yet, you can use code DGF, 100% match up to your first $100 deposit.
Oh, that would be really good, though.
What just happened now? What's going on? Why are we freaking out? Do you have it pulled up?
I'm up.
Okay, because I'm having issues again. So yeah, I gotta go on premium. Hold on. Give me a second.
All right. Yeah, I have it up, but
perfect. So you build.
But it's a little slow at the moment.
That's okay. I know we have Aiden O'Connell over
Okay.
213.5 passing yards, a direct match to FanDuel. That's a really good middling opportunity if anybody wants to go straight bet that over on FanDuel. Josh Jacobs over rushing yards. We definitely don't want to play that with Aiden O'Connell. If that were an under, that'd be really good correlation. But unfortunately, 2 overs with the passing of a quarterback and the rushing of a running back isn't very correlated. What else do we have?
We have Kuzma. If we
time out. We just these 2 comments from Josh. These CS2 picks never hit. Swifty, CS2 slip just cashed me for just cashed for me. Thanks, DG Fam and the tool. I mean, that's fantastic. Just like right one after another, just like CS2 sucks. Right after that, thank you for making me cash out a slip. So that's fantastic. Love that.
That's funny. Yeah. Yep. TJ.
Gotta play them in volume, guys. Gotta play them in volume.
Alexander Barkov, Jason Robertson over 5. It's push potential prop. Still a solid prop. I can't remember if I got that at 4.5 in my PrizePicks slip earlier, but I want to go ahead and put that in here either way.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I'm having big issues. I'm big time struggling, so this is on you, big dog. Now listen, you've been hot on ParlayPlay. There's no denying that.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm a wagon. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of go straight down from the top for this slip. Now, are we going to be able to put both of these combo shots on goal props? I know we tried it before. I can't remember what the outcome was of it or not, but they are both in the Dallas Stars Florida Panthers game. Verhage and Sam Bennett also. Let's see if we can go ahead and do that, or if it's going to alter the payout. Obviously, if it's going to alter the payout, we're not going to want to do that. Okay, so as far as it stands right now, we can. So that would give us. I actually kind of like it. It gives us 3 Florida Panther players and then 1 Dallas player. So
I like that.
Yeah, I do like that.
I like what you're cooking right now. Keep going.
You like that? Kyle Kuzma over 29.5 points and rebounds. So let's go ahead and keep on going down after we add that. DeJounte Murray under 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And you guys, ParlayPlay. If you guys are not on ParlayPlay, download with code DGF. You'll get 100% pause match up to $100. And you'll be able to get all these slips in. Really, really profitable site for a lot of DGF members. So highly suggest taking advantage of it. Patrick Williams, points plus assists, 13.5. This has already been bumped to 14 on PrizePicks. I do remember that being bumped, but we can go ahead and get it here on ParlayPlay. They've been very slow to adjust any type of player props at the moment, so take advantage of it. Now let's go ahead and see. Is this going to let us enter? Because as of right now, it's not. Oh wait, hold on. We do have a payout shift. Let's see. What is that from? I think that's probably going to be the. Yeah, it's not going to let us. Before it wasn't showing it, but now it is. All right, Barkov, Jason Robertson, we're going to keep in there as it's just a higher % chance to hit rather than the lower % chance to hit. And we're going to go ahead and add in Cam Jones. I've refreshed the optimizer. We can go ahead and get Cam Jones under 17.5 points. Looks like minus 140 average odds on the sportsbooks. that is going to be in college basketball. Cam Jones with a K, under 17.5. And that should do it for this slip. So it's going to be a 6-pick insured slip, 25x payout. All of these plays extremely plus EV when considering
Dustin, read that one more time so that I can lock it in.
Yep, it's going to be Aiden O'Connell over 213.5 pass yards. Kyle Kuzma over 29.5 points plus rebounds.
That shit's hitting. Yep.
And then
rapid fire, I'm ready.
Barkov Robertson over 5
Robertson,
shots on goal.
Over 5. Yep.
DeJounte Murray under 30.5 PRA.
Who?
DeJounte Murray. Yep.
DeJounte Murray. Why are you saying DeJounte?
I didn't say DeJounte.
Under 30.5?
See, now you're making it slow down.
Next,
yes.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Patrick Williams over 13.5 points plus assist. And then Cam Jones with a K, K-A-M, under 17.5 points.
College?
Yes, sir.
Beauty. Wagon. That shit's hitting. It's 25 times. That's a good ass slip.
Oh, yeah. Well, I built it and it's ParlayPlay. Like, TJ, I don't know what more I can say.
ParlayPlay.
When I'm hot, my head's a little big right now. I've been hot.
I know. I kind of need you to hit some variance here soon because I gotta kick you off this stool. I gotta be honest with you. It's been a tough pill to swallow these last couple weeks. It's been a tough pill to swallow.
Just rooting on my downfall there, TJ.
I'm not rooting on your downfall. I just need you to be humbled a little bit. Because if this is what you're gonna be when you're winning, like I don't know if I can have it. I don't know.
Let me have it. You know.
I'll give it to you. All right. What else do we have? What else do we have? ParlayPlay kind of looks like we ran its course there with ParlayPlay.
Yeah.
Do we have anything on Fliff, Dustin? So I feel like we're starting to get toward the end of stream, just seeing as we hit 2 slips on PrizePicks. Isn't anything too crazy currently on Underdog. I saw somebody asking about Underdog. Nothing crazy in terms of value over there. But do we have any Fliff plays? I love Fliff. I know a lot of people probably in here do. If you guys haven't downloaded Fliff, you can use code DGFantasy for a 100% match with your first $100 deposit. Fliff has soft lines, guys. It's all you need to know.
Cam Thomas.
You can pick off. Yeah, I actually tweeted out Cam Thomas over 19.5 points earlier at -115. I think like his PRA is up there that I haven't hit, and his so if we actually filter by percent odds to hit, Cam Thomas over 20.5 player points and assists. Guys, DraftKings has this at -175. BetMGM has this at -165. Caesars has this at -174, okay? That's 3 different data points. That's 3 different sports books that have an average of -171, okay? So 3 books all in the same realm, -171 average, anywhere from -165 to -175. Fliff's in La La Land. They have this over 20.5 points and assists. Same line as DraftKings, BetMGM, and Caesars at -135 odds. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're getting so much value playing this over on Fliff and continuously playing these types of plays over on Fliff. You will be profitable in the long run. So go ahead, lock in Cam Thomas over 20.5 points and assists. Again, comparing back to the sports books where the average is -171. So if we wanted to play this on any other sports book and get a $100 return, DraftKings, we'd have to bet $175. BetMGM, we'd have to bet $165. Caesars, we'd have to bet $174. On Fliff, we only have to pay $135 to win 100. Absolutely no brainer. If you like Cam Thomas, if you're going to take his over points and assists, do it on Fliff. Don't play it on any other sports book.
Yeah, I'm going to lock in Jokic over 12.5 rebounds as well.
Are we parlaying?
You could parlay it. I just locked Cam Thomas in separately.
Frisky. The boys are getting frisky. Okay, I already played his over points at -115. -120 if you just want to play his points, looks really good as well. Not as good of an edge that we're getting on his points and assists. Same thing with his PRA. Again, PRA, the average line is -158 given where the market is. That is the market average, -130 on Fliff. Market average on his points over 19.5 is -146, getting it at -120 on Fliff. Fliff is just not where it needs to be in terms of the lines here on Cam Thomas, and you guys should be taking advantage of that. Yeah, I like that Jokic over rebounds as well. It kind of looks like Bet Rivers is throwing this off. If Bet Rivers had this around even a -125, Like this edge goes from 1.16 to close to 2%, which is huge. So I'd be taking advantage of all these plays, guys, if you can, if you want to. If you're not on Fliff, again, you can use code DGFantasy, 100% matchup to your first $100 deposit. Fliff is one of those apps that it's essentially a DFS app, but it is a sports book. You can straight bet over there. You have to be on your phone to use it unless you have like a Mac. I think you can pull it up and download it as an app there.
Yeah, you can.
Which I tried that on my fiance's. I didn't try it on her laptop. I tried it on her iPad, and it didn't work.
No,
But maybe I'll have to try.
You can do it on iPad. I have it on iPad.
It didn't work for me. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe I suck. I'm an idiot. Who knows? God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to call you. You have to walk me through it for 12 hours.
That's what happens, guys. Anything technology wise.
Oh, shut up, dude. Don't berate me on stream like this. Come on.
Well, like you do it every day. To me.
No, it's my job. It's my job. All right, I just took Cam Thomas over points and assists as well, so I'm pretty heavy on Cam Thomas tonight, and I'm also gonna play that Jokic over 12.5 boards.
Yeah, you could parlay those too if you guys wanted to get a little
you can.
frisky, like TJ said. I played them both straight personally.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big straight bet guy. If I see anything like, if I see anything with a really good plus EV percentage, if we're getting a really good edge over on Fliff, it's like minus 150, I'll look to pair it with something. But any of these lower odd, closer to a 50-50 where it's close to minus 110, if it is, anywhere from minus 110 to minus 135, I'm okay with just playing it straight up. But anything higher than that, like minus 140, north of those odds, where the sports books and we're still getting an edge on Fliff, I will look to parlay. Obviously get a better return there instead of just straight betting and having to risk more. But again, you have to understand that you're playing two picks that need to hit instead of just a straight bet. So I just locked in Cam Thomas over 20.5 points and assists and Jokic over 12.5 boards. Dustin, what else we got? We got anything else there? It's crazy that people leave when we go to Fliff when Fliff is by far one of the best apps that you can play on.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
I don't know. Whatever.
So, well, real quick one. Let me pull the. So we just locked in Aiden O'Connell over on ParlayPlay, and it looks like some more sports books have dropped odds for it.
Okay.
And yeah, ParlayPlay is way off here at 213.
You got me a little nervous there.
No,
the way you were going. You were like pretty hesitant and timid to say what was actually.
Well, I say sports books. Actually, it was just Underdog that has came in, but Underdog still at 221.5. FanDuel at 232.5. So as it stands right now, between two other data points, looks like ParlayPlay is still off. So good to see that at least they came in a little bit higher. So still feel good about that value there. TJ, I think that's it. There's maybe a few fantasy
Dustin,
scores.
Why don't you just go ahead real quick and just go to Thrive Fantasy just to show people the board. Anybody on Thrive Fantasy, if you guys are looking for plays, they're really, really, really slow in terms of updating their board. So there you have it. A lot of those plays, to be honest with you guys. Now, I personally use the optimizer in more than one way. Like, I'm obviously comparing the sportsbook lines back to DFS apps, but I'm also pretty cognizant of where the sportsbooks are actually listing these plays. So, like, we see that Anthony Edwards on Thrive, right? We're comparing 38.5 back to a litany of other sportsbooks that all have the set to 37.5, not 38.5. Outside of FanDuel, where we can see that FanDuel has a set to 38.5, minus 120 odds on the under, where 5 other sports books have the set to 37.5 with juice on the under. So, like, me personally, Dustin, I'd probably dabble on FanDuel on this play. Like, I'd probably take him under 38.5 on FanDuel straight up at minus 120. I would do the same with Mo Wagner. Again, we have more sports books that have the set to 11.5. There are 2 books that have it set to 12.5. DraftKings has heavily juiced on the under at minus 145. FanDuel minus 120. So your best bang for your buck there, FanDuel. Same thing with Donovan Mitchell over PRA. Again, the only book that's directly matching Thrive in their line is 36.5, and that's FanDuel at 36.5 with only minus 118 odds to go over Donovan Mitchell to go over that PRA of 36.5, where all these other books have it set to 37.5, essentially the same line. So you're getting a 1 PRA discount and you don't have to put more money down, right? Your payout's going to be the same. You're actually going to get a better payout if you play this on FanDuel at minus 118. So if you're putting $118 down to win 100 on FanDuel, you only have to clear 36.5. If you put $120 down On DraftKings, you have to clear 37.5, and you're putting down $2 more to get that same return. So you can use the optimizer that way. You don't just, I mean, obviously the whole purpose of it is to compare sportsbook lines back to DFS apps, help us find discrepancies, but you can also use the market against itself by just looking at the sportsbooks and where they're listing. So make sure you guys are kind of trying to be aware of that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
basically what I'm saying is all of these plays look really, really good if you're straight betting on FanDuel.
Yeah.
Like every single one of these.
I wish I was TJ, because
Well,
those are some beautiful plays. You go ahead and hit it for all of us. You send me, you send all of us each $1 of profit you make off those plays, and we'll
send you all each $1 of profit I make off of these plays.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
You got it, boss.
Somebody asked for Underdog. I'll check it one last time before we do sign off. There's a 1-to-1 comparison. Nothing really. We've already played Karl Anthony Towns under rebounds and assists in a PrizePicks slip earlier, but other than that, not really much going on, guys. So I think that is going to be it for the stream. TJ, I loved how we got in here, got down to business, got the plays off, didn't get hit by any bumps or anything like that this stream. That felt good, because last stream we had a stretch where we got destroyed by bumps a few times trying to talk through plays. Yeah. So shout out to us, shout out to you guys for allowing us to go ahead and get the slips off first, then talk about them after.
Shout out to us.
You already had us pat us on the back earlier. What do you want from me, dude? You can do it, but I can't.
Dude, move past it, buddy. Move past it. You're getting too hung up on too many things.
I'm moving past the stream because I'm about to click end. Okay, you got any last words?
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Peace.